Got my tea.
Here we are again. You and me and you. I've been wanting to just finally actually get into the flow of making videos, having the courage to post them, and just get moving with this, and just not be so perfectionistic about this, and just getting in the flow. I just want to get in the flow. Because it's been a while since I last posted my first video about what herbalism is, and it's been an interesting few weeks since then, because to be honest, I've been all over the place in my life, and when it comes to this as well. So basically, after I finished that first video, I started preparing a second video as well, about where the medicinal ingredients in plants come from, and I really got into it because I went to the library and I got all of these books on basic biology and chemistry stuff, because I haven't done biology and chemistry since a few years now, and whenever I had it in school I really hated it, so it's really funny that I'm getting back into it now. Yeah, and then I was researching all of these things about what is a molecule, what's a compound, what are the compounds, what compounds exist in plants, what do they do, why are they there, and I was really enjoying myself because I was discovering really, for me, interesting facts oh, did you know caffeine is an alkaloid, and cocaine is also an alkaloid. Almost all recreation fun drugs are alkaloids, and that for me is a very funny fact, but I don't think it's interesting to anyone else because it's yeah, so what? There's a name for it. Cool. Well, while I'm at it, did you know that the reason why pepper feels spicy is also because of an alkaloid called pepperine, for example, and somehow that chemical compound reacts with your body in a way that triggers your body to feel that it's hot and spicy. I thought that was very interesting. But the thing is that I got kind of carried away with all of that, and I ended up realizing that my whole, I didn't really know what my message was for the video. I was just getting into the flow of researching stuff, and in the end I just had a bunch of facts that I didn't really know how to put together in a video, and I didn't even know if that was what I wanted to put in a video. And so then I kind of started questioning about what my message is, what do I even want to be talking about on here. And it also made me realize that I am a little bit afraid of niching down and just being someone who talks about herbs and plants, because I'm also afraid that I will end up building something up for myself where I'm not 100% sure that it matches me, and that that's who I want to become, and that's who I want to be. And I kind of feel like something that would make a bit more sense, or that would maybe be a bit more sustainable, is to view myself as someone who talks about my own curiosity and just documenting the things that I'm curious about. Because in that way I can still talk about, herbalism and phytotherapy in plants, but I can also incorporate other things that I'm interested in, and I have space to evolve and grow and make this thing evolve and grow with me, maybe. Because, to be honest with ya, overall I'm feeling very lost and confused. I don't know what I want to do after my apprenticeship, and my apprenticeship is already over in 3 months, so I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna make money. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing with my life. I don't know what to do, who I want to be. And it's slowly starting to freak me out a little bit, but maybe not as much as it should. I just feel like I want to have the next step to be clear. I want the next step to be clear somehow, and it's just not clear. Like, I know that I could be, like, I could try to become a phytotherapist, but I also don't know if I want to just yet. I feel like I also just want to follow my curiosity at the moment and like try to learn like homeschooling style and just, just learn what it is, the things that I want to learn. And then later on, if I feel like, okay, this is something I know for sure that I want to be doing professionally, then I can like try and get the degrees or whatever that I need to be able to work with them. But it's just scary to choose that path because I don't know a lot of people who have decided to pursue a higher level of education by creating their own curriculum and creating their own university just by going out into the world and learning the things that they want to learn and getting mentors, trying out different jobs and learning on the jobs how to do the jobs and what the job entails. There's not a lot of examples for that, and like it feels at the moment I wish that there would be a perfect university course or a perfect different apprenticeship that I could do that just 100% fits what I want to do. And for sure that exists, but at the same time I'm also afraid that if I choose to do that, that I'll also like destroy the curiosity that I have for it, because I've experienced that a few times now, that I've like tried to do something like the, what's the word? Not the standard way. I mean the like I've tried to do the things that I'm curious about through like a structured classroom kind of way. That's the word maybe. I've had the experience so far that the things that I've been curious about and I tried to do them in a classroom kind of way, I ended up kind of losing my curiosity about them. So like for example, I when I got out of school, I was very sure that I wanted to study jazz singing, and so I went to like a preparation school to prepare you for the entry exams to get into uni, and doing that just completely destroyed any wish of doing music for a living, which is maybe a good thing. I'm not sure, to be honest, but it just took out all the curiosity that I had about music, and I was very passionate about music at the time. Like I was ready to like fight for this thing called music and to worship music, and all of that was just gone after I went through those months. And then I had a similar experience here in the apprenticeship that I was doing now, that I'm still doing now, like this videography apprenticeship. I started off doing the apprenticeship just like totally curious and really wanting to learn the art of storytelling through video. And 3 years later, I have not learned how to do that. And I'm really, really glad that I did do this apprenticeship, because I learned like some really, really valuable skills, some really like valuable technical skills. And I also got to meet loads of really cool people. But the thing that I initially went there to learn, I did not learn it there. Like I did not learn how to do storytelling there. I did not learn how to like the art story part of filmmaking. I didn't learn that, and that's what I really went there to do. And I just have this feeling that maybe I should just start trusting myself and trusting that the things that I want to learn, I don't need a system in place for me to be able to learn it. I don't need to go to university or to go to another school to learn the things that I'm curious about. I can just like take ownership for my own knowledge and just go out and create my own curriculum and learn the things that I'm curious about it, because then, you know, as soon as I'm noticing that I'm not learning about storytelling here, I can just like choose a different teacher or choose different books that might help me learn what I'm actually trying to learn. And I think that's what I'm a bit afraid of with my next step now, is that I have this nagging feeling that I don't want to go to university just yet, and I don't want to do an apprenticeship, like another one for phytotherapy, for example, just yet, because I want to honor this feeling of curiosity that I have inside of me, and I want to trust in it, and like trust that I will find a way to learn the things that I want to learn, and that maybe, just maybe, just following my curiosity will allow me to have the education that I actually want and not get the education that is put in place for me. Like, what if I can get the most amazing education just by following my own motivation and my own curiosity? And maybe it'll take me to places where no one's ever been before. And I just find that thought so exciting, and so it's scary. It's scary, and it's like, and it also makes me feel alive. And it's, on the one hand, it's scary because I don't know anyone who has ever done that before. I don't know anyone who's just decided, okay, I don't know how I'm gonna make money. I will probably have to spend money, but I'm going to get my own education somehow. I don't know anyone like that. And also it's scary because it really depends on my own unwavering strength to follow my own curiosity and to not depend on motivation, but to know, to be able to discern what it is that what I'm curious about, if that makes any sense. There's a lot of unknowns. I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't really know what I'm doing, basically. And I might be fucking up my life because I don't know what's on the other side of all of this. But I'm willing to try. And my thinking is that, I can always decide to go to university if I want to. I can always decide to study first, figure out how to make money later, but I think I want to, do it the other way around. Yeah. Yeah. All of this just to say that I am very passionate about curiosity in general. And maybe that's like the overarching passion that I have. Like, herbalism and phytotherapy is kind of like a product of this curiosity. And curiosity is the boss. Curiosity is the big overarching theme, and it has been for almost all of my life. It's kind of the reason why I've decided to do the things that I've done, and I think it does define me as a person as well. So yeah. And also, yeah, why I'm saying all of this is because I started off this channel being so sure that I wanted it to be about herbalism and plants, and I want to just share knowledge on herbs and plants and share how cool it is and how much there is to know and to learn, and how cool it would be to learn how to trust nature and be able to read plants and tell which ones are edible and which ones are not, and which ones have medicinal value and which ones don't. Because I just find that that's a superpower in some ways. Yeah, I was so sure that I wanted my channel to just be all about that. And at the moment I'm feeling that that I'm just kind of scared of creating something for myself that I'm not 100% sure that it's who I want to be. And at the moment I do think that that's who I want to be, but you know, you never really know. So I just really like the idea of having this place to share my curiosities, my learnings, and to kind of document that side of my journey a little bit. So we'll see what happens out of all of this. But yeah, maybe taking this as a small warning for all of you that this might all just be very all over the place, and cheers to that. Alright. Did I forget to say something?
I'm still trying to master the art of elegant exits here on YouTube, and I realized I completely forgot to say bye in my recording, so here I am now, saying bye.
Bye.